Okay, so here is the most recent build. Now I do have a build list that I'm going to be getting back to, but I'm sending this to one of my friends over in Rajasthan who's a maker, and I'm really, really satisfied with how it turned out. Yeah, I've got some meaningful things to me engraved on the harp. Very, very smooth to the touch. I've gotten better about smoothing the instrument too. We have some cool engravings that are meaningful to me and also decorative. Some cool things. I engraved some elephants on it. I really, really dug that. Just things that were going on at the time. And then we do have pretty nice gaps, a really decent compression. Let's see if I can pick this up. Pretty decent compression. Look at the compression. Compresses pretty evenly. Pretty proud of that. Nice trigger loop. And this one ended up being a little bit more flexible. The last one that I made, most of my harps, I start grinding the reed about here, right before the embouchure area. This one, I want it to be for meditation. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to grind it. I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to grind it clear back to here. The result, this harp is longer with much more mass up front, but it's a little bit higher pitched because I got a lot more stiffness up here. I'm going to keep that in mind. For a harp to scream a little bit more, I'll leave a little bit more mass in this first quarter. If I want it to be really, really flexible in this thickness, I'll grind it back because we have less steel because it's ground clear down to here and honed. Really satisfied with how it turned out. Really like the engravings. I've gotten better on smoothing the back sides of them as well. They're more comfortable to hold now. And this one, since I'm sending it to a Morchung maker, I did leave a little bit of a tail on it, and it's big enough that somebody could put it on a necklace if they do. So I'm going to keep that as an option in the future. But yeah, I will be making one or two more harps, sending it to some friends before I resume my build list. But I'm excited. I'm learning some things, and every harp's an experimentation. Let's go ahead and let's get an ear on this harp. That's low. Look at that. It's a very even throw. I meditated with it last night. It's very, very comfortable to meditate with. When I meditate, I like to have a harp with a flexible reed. It tends to pull me out of the journey a little bit less, and I can play the harp for longer. So let's get up here. Let's see how it is. And I like when a harp can just ring out on its own. This harp has a little bit more fire to it. This is the last one I built for myself. Okay, so here's the harp. Let's see what we got. We'll get that compression there if you can see it. Good compression. Pretty decent. I've been working hard on getting good compression. Nice throw. It really throws by itself well because we're ground down so far. A little bit less loud than some of the harps I've produced in the past, but really, really nice feel to it. Nice bell ring, a really even decay. Now, I didn't make any attempt to tune this. I'm keeping it for spirit, or I'm sending it to a friend for spiritual purposes. So it's just wherever it landed, and with no attempt to tune it, it landed 6 cents below. About 6 to 7 cents below a C2 in the 432 hertz scale, and the 440 hertz scale, that'd be about 30 or 40 cents below. So let's just take it through the paces, see what it's like. Really nice sound, really even throw. I'm getting good sustain out of it. I'm really content with how it turned out. It's a little bit, it's actually a shorter frame, but it's lower pitch than this other one that I left more mass up here. So it's a little bit less volume. The volume's a little bit subdued, but I got a little bit more extra flexibility. Let's see this last one I did. And that's about 34 cents above a C2 432 hertz. So I'm probably closer. We'll just change the tuner. We'll go 440 hertz scale, which is standard tuning. This is a C2, and I wasn't attempting to tune this either. I just am lucky, I guess, landing them on notes. So anyways, that's where the harps are at. Each harp's an experimentation. This is going to my good friend Veera from Rajasthan, who makes harps. He's the son of Gorka. So I'm going to send this to him along with some cool rocks. But anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. And I will, if you're on the list, I will be resuming this list fairly soon. I've got some other videos and some other harps to produce, but then I'm going to get next on the list, the next person on the list. Anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, and keep them old. And most of all, be good to each other. I love y'all. Harp out. Not too shabby. Harp out!